What's up, folks? So today you are going to learn how to use Axios in React.js. So let's go to it. Let's first of all see how we are going to be using our API. And for this lesson we're going to be using dummy JSON. That is a really simple API that returns a lot of stuff based on what you want, just put something random and it's going to be giving you. But if you understand this, you are going to be able to do anything you want. Okay, so first of all we need to create an Axios instance, just like this, you see. So what this an instance does for you, it will prevent you from going and always, you have a API for development and another for production. So you only change your env like for dev and for production, and it's going to work just fine. So let's go in here and create our dummy API in here. So let's go. Oh man, just go and create like API or dummy API. If you doesn't matter how, and now we are going to be using like dummy API. And Axios. Oh man, I don't have Axios installed in my environment, so I'm just going to go in npm I Axios, and here we go. So now that we are done here, we can go and import our Axios, and so we're going to be creating our instance here. So yes, you just need a base URL. In our case, it's going to be dummyjson.com, and here we go. Just paste it, and here you have it. So if in your case, if you're going to be using an env, you just can go here and just use the dummy JSON, and it's going to be working just fine. I'm just going to even prove it to you. And dummy JSON, and in here dummy JSON, or you can just go and do better, just dummy JSON. It's better in this way. And here we have it. So dummy JSON. So now I'm going to restart my server, because if you go in here and just try to access our our dummy JSON, it's not going to be working. So if I restart here my server, or even here, if you just want to be sure that it's your dummy JSON API key, API URL, here you have it. So just going to be restarting my server, and now we have it. Every time you make change to your env when you're developing in React, or even when you're developing your env, always restart your server, otherwise it's not going to be visible. Changes will not be visible, okay? So now we have our dummy API, and now we want to make a call, okay? So let's just create our very simple button here and call API. And let's create a function here, call API, doesn't matter the name, anyways, it only needs to be a function. And call API, use callback because we don't want unnecessary renders in our component. And call API, on click, just call API, and here we go. And now we can just go to our dummy API, and we are going to be getting the products. Yes, so it is a simple get, so no need to worry about it. So the API get, our function is going to be product, and now we can just use 10, and we're going to get the response in here, and we're just going to be logging it for now at least. And if you have an error, we just can get catch. And if you also want to go and when it has finally ended, you just use finally. And if you want, you can wait for this function. It's something like this, so always remember. Oh yeah, so here we have a a problem because it doesn't accept a async function in our own click. So just let's do something really simple here. We are going to be calling this function when it's so what's happening here when this function, this is a function and this is calling the function, so it's same stuff as we just got this, but it's simple at least for this example. And now when we go in our Axios and call API, we can go here in our network, and there we have, and also in our console. So when you are debugging and you know there is an error, you don't know what's happening, always come to your network tab in here. If you don't see it, it's probably going to be somewhere in here. And now you can even go in icon and you just get only X, H, R and fetch. So if you go to all, there is a bunch of stuff you don't want to see when you're debugging. So go to this filter button and request types and only get X and fetch. You know, if you are working something else like WebSocket, just go in here and you only filter by that. In our case, we only want our XHR and fetch. So in here you have it. Or even if you only want to get your dumb JSON, you just go in here and filter. And there we have it. Just be careful to not forget about the filters and oh man, where is my request? It's already here, okay? So here we have our data, our config and everything that our server is returning to us, okay? So we can see a lot of stuff in here, but what matters to us is our products. So what we can do about that? Well, there is not much stuff we can do in here, but we can do something more advanced in here. What we're going to be doing is like we are going to be adding a search. And how so can do that? You might be asking yourself. So first of all, we need to create an input. In this case, I'm going to create something really simple, and I'm going to be using even a half, you know, text half, oh, search half anyways, and use half, and this, it's going to be a string anyways, and here we have it, folks. So half, search half, and and oh yes, it is. I was kind of dumb in here because it's like an element is input element input. Oh man, HTML input element. Please go in here, and there we have it. And just do here. Okay. So now when we call our API, we can access our search hub, and let's just get the value in. So you can see here we have our value, and where we are, and now we have like, I don't know, search phones and call API search phone. Oh yes, there we have the value. So if we go in our docs, now we can see that to do that we need to call products and the slash search product search, and we can see we have some params in here. So how can we do that? I don't recommend you going doing this stuff. It's not best practice. What you can do is, as Copilot say, you just create another object and you put here the params that you need to put. Anyways, in your case, it can change it. So always remember, if you are using that, you always need to use params, and you know, your params inside the params object. But if you are using post, you are going to be doing something like this, okay? In our case, we are not using post. So if you go in here, we can just go and call our API. So API. So anyways, let's search for a car, and you have what? We don't have a car. Oh man, that's really sad. But you can search for a phone, right? Call API, and and we don't have a phone. Nice. Nice, because what's wrong in here? Because it's not search, it's Quill. Oh my. I'm so sorry for my mistakes, guys. And we just go in here and search for a car now. And when you search for a car, we get a lot of cars and even some images. And now we're going to do something more advanced. Finally, just see if we call multiple times. You see, it's calling multiple times, but sometimes it it's not the right approach to it, because we need to cancel it. If the user press this twice, the first one needs to be cancelled. But how can we do that? Let's just go to the Axios docs and cancellation. And in here you are going to see that we can create a abort controller. And how can we do that? How can we abort the function? You might be asking yourself. So we are going to be creating an aborting have anyways, and it can be a abort controller or new. And if we have our aborting have.current, we just go in here and abort it, not cancel it, abort. So in here we can have our new aborting have, and if it, and now we just go to our params and we create the signal. The signal is what will make possible to cancel the function. So it's going to be aborted, and let's see if it works. Let's see it. You see, it's cancelled. But to see it in a better way, we can just go to our throttling and press slow 3G. And we call API, and you see it's been cancelled. Okay? So if press a lot of times, it's going to be cancelled. Okay? So let's go back to no throttling, and in here you can see that we have an error. Okay? And this it is because it's cancelled. Okay? So when we finally are done here, we can just go and abort have.current equals to no, or even here, because we are awaiting this function. You see? So what's happening in here in our code is that we called function the first time and then we called function again, but we have in here our abort and have, so that is passed in here. So the first function created a function, okay? So when we go to our second API call, we are going to be aborting our first function call. Did you get it? So let's try to say that again. We call our function, but it's called again. We canceled first. So here it's called again. Cancel, and here finally it's not cancelled because we did not call it again. So now that we are done doing that, we can just disable our button if we are already searching for it. So like searching and set is searching, like it's going to be a use state, and just let's say it's a boolean, and here we go, and we create it initially as false, searching. And if here we are searching it, we say we are searching. We could do something more fancy, but it's not the topic of this class. And here we go, and we just use searching go. Searching is equal to true, and here in the end of our function it is equal to false, and it's only equal to false. It's equal to false. Okay, so if we go in here and we just go and say car, we are searching, and if you press it a lot of times, sometimes it's going to be cancelled. But if you are already searching, there is no need to search it again. At least in our example, if you are doing, I don't know, some fancy searching, you do not disable the search button, okay? So in here, we can disable the button if you are searching. Okay, and I think that's basically it. You know already how to create an instance of Axios and also how to cancel or abort a function. So if you know that, I think you are probably going to be doing great. If you need to use Axios again, oh, we are also going to be adding a new product. It's only going to be simulating, but anyways, that's what we want, okay? So we are searching here. So now we are going to be showing the products that we searched in our code, okay? So instead of doing the rest here, we can see that we have our, so just let one second here, our data in here. And so how can we set our products? Has that data dot product, and there we have it. And if we go in here, you can do something really simple here, like products dot length equals to 0. Then we just go and say, I don't know, h2 no products found. Try searching. Anyways, something simple. Otherwise, we are going to be iterating our product array. Okay, so let's see what we see in here. So now cars, and yes, of course, because I was kind of dumb. No, car returns nothing. Okay, anyways. So now we have our category in here, but that's not what we want. Anyways, we want title. Yeah, we want title. ID, we have an ID, we have it. And we also have some images of our product. I'm not going to do some fancy styling here because that's not focus of this video. Okay, but if you want, just be creative, okay? So in here, we can just go in here also, and yes, I'm going to create a new component, yes, because we simply want images in here, and just let Copilot do its stuff for us. And now go, and we're going to see a car. A lot of cars, you know, a lot of cars. And just let create some line style in here. I don't know, not in here, man, but in here. Simple styling in here. No hate. It's going to be, and it's not in here. Gross. It's in here. Style max rate. And if React pleases us, and if going here search for a car, overflow, and it's going to be auto. And if search for a phone, I don't know what we are going to be having. A lot of phones. And there we have it. Okay, really simple, our searching stuff, but now we want to create our own product. And how can we do that, you might be asking yourself. So I don't know, just go here and create some input in here. Oh man, I did that. And let's create a new half in here, like new product or product, anyways, new product half. And let's just create it, and then here go, and create a half, you know, new product half, and its placeholders are going to be like title, and there have it, and I don't know, button create product, and you have it, and on click create product, and you have it, and then go here, create product, use callback. There you have it. And yes, that's basically it. If you go in here, you can see that you have the title, and there you have the title. And if you needed something else, you just go in here and, you know, place whatever you want. And products, and it's going to be products slash add. So if you go in here, products or product slash add, and now what we are going to be receiving in here, just going to be updating this, and we create our product, and there you have it, f. Okay, so now we have it, and now we are going to be adding it. And how can we do that? We can do by doing set product, and now we're going to be using prev because it's the correct way of setting state. Otherwise you could not have the current state. If you know the state is changed twice in your application, it's not going to be entire. So always try to prefer to use prev instead of doing something like this. So like this. So this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. And if you don't know why it is bad, please go and watch our basic Rooks video and you will find out better. So here we go, and we're going to be creating our product React, because oh my, they did something really wrong, because not res.data, right, that we're receiving here. It's, and what have I done wrong? Console.log res.data, and let's see it. Title React. Oh yes, we don't have always an image in here. So if we don't have an image, what we do? We do absolutely nothing, because we don't want our code to go missing. So just return new, and there we have it. So if image is equal to new, there we have it. Better now. So it's going to be working in here. And code name is fun, by the way. Creating function, and there you have it. So let's add car, and let's also add our React. And if you go here, we have a React product. Yeah, that's it. And I think that we are done for now. I already know a lot of stuff about Axios, and this is first video of a series of at least 2 videos, you know. And if you like this video, please be in touch, because in the next days we are going to be learning how to use, update and delete functions in Axios. Okay, thank you all for watching this Abort channel, and always remember to commit your code, otherwise you might lose it.